Handsome Squidward can't hurt you. He's not real. Hey folks, this is Riker with a sponsored video about Naraka Bladepoint, which is an up to 60 player PvP combat game on PC inspired by Far East mythos. In this video, we'll go over some facts about the game while showcasing my top tier Wushu Master gameplay, because while you were partying, I was studying the blade. And if you want to check out Naraka at any point, follow the link in the video description. And they currently have a limited time sale going on. Until November 17th, you can get Naraka for 30% off. They've really slashed the price. So Naraka is a melee focused game with lots of different types of attacks and blocks and counters, but you also have ranged weapons. In fact, there's a whole arsenal of different melee and ranged weapons that you can grab, from crossbows to rifles to katanas to spears. There's a big focus on parkour. You can acrobatically jump, climb, lots of climbing options, lots of ways to interact with the environment, balance on beams, lots of verticality to the maps to take advantage of this system. There's even a grappling hook that lets you zip around the map or even hook other players. It's great to use as either a closer to close the distance with your enemy, or as an escape if you gotta get out of trouble. Like I said, it can feel like being in a Wuxia film, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon style. I don't know if you're following what I did just there, but I was engaged in a duel with someone. My teammate was far away from me. I started losing the duel, so bam, I started fleeing in the direction of my teammate, lured that enemy into my trap to my teammate, and then we double teamed him and took him down. You have several characters to pick from, each with their own special skill and ultimate ability. And a new hero has just been added to Naraka, Yu Shan, the Unyielding Soldier. He's a young cavalry officer, and here's some of his gameplay. His power on a short cooldown is a charge forward that's going to knock back enemies. And there's 3 variations. One will actually drag an enemy with you and then stun him at the end. And another variation has you jump into the air, slam down, knocking a bunch of enemies while also buffing your allies. Then his ultimate has him transform into a terracotta warrior, like the first emperor of China had. I know history, I watched The Mummy. And just like with his regular skill, there's 3 variations with his ultimate as well. One of them has another thrust that's gonna knock an enemy up. And then the final one, again, it's gonna be that sort of team buffing for the ability to add a little bit of support either to yourself or as part of a team. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this guy. And now we join into some actual gameplay here. This is the culmination of one of the game's BR mode matches. Big cluster of enemies attacking each other. Well, it seems like 2 teams. Team versus team action going on. And yeah, so this is like the Battle Royale, but there's multiple different game modes. One is the kind of classic 60-player Battle Royale that you can play either solo or in a team of up to 3 players. You scavenge for items and upgrades while the map closes in on you, forcing you to fight until there's only one winner or one winning team. But that's just one of the modes. There's also the Bloodbath mode. That's a 16-player free-for-all with fast respawns. That basically has you fight to be the one with the most kills by the end of the match. Then there's also Bloodsport mode, which is this 1v1 tournament bracket with ultimates disabled to just really focus on the core skillful gameplay between 2 players. It almost becomes a fighting game at that point, because you pre-select your character and your weapons. It's not like you're going around the map picking up anything. You're going in, and then it's just skill versus skill, the raw fighting. As you play the game, you unlock different cosmetic weapon skins, different cosmetic outfits for your characters. They get increasingly cool and elaborate with their rarity. Like, this guy here has quite the glow up. Really a rags to riches story. There's also a character customization system that lets you change the face and hairstyle of your character. I mean, just look at these contest-winning faces. We got the winning female faces, winning male faces, winning cosplay faces. Shrek'd it right there. And, Handsome Squidward can't hurt you. He's not real. Okay, let's see if we can cleanse our palette of that. Let's see how well we can make everyone's favorite purple giant. Give him the nice familiar skin tone. I think it's more towards the blue. Something like that. Lips need to be more purple. There we go, just get rid of that. And what color are his eyes? Something like a blue, I guess. Blue gray. He's got the giant chin, giant jaw. Oh yeah, maybe not that big. Ectropion. Oh yeah, that's doing it. Thickness. Yeah, he's got that little bitty nose higher up on his face, kind of like that. Kind of curves down. Gotta bring in those wrinkles. Ooh, maybe not that much, but actually, no, that's not too bad. He's got those little bitty eyes. Bring in those cheekbones a bit. They're quite high though. We'll raise them up. Angled in like that. Raise up those lips. Big mouth. And we make him bald, and there's our scuffed Thanos. And meanwhile, I totally wasn't trying to make a anime Riker here. How do I get my eyebrows to be pointy like that? That's so cool. And you'd think, based on the graphics, that you'd need a pretty beefy computer to run this game, but it can run on a potato. Minimum requirements, a GTX 750 Ti. That card came out in 2014. So as a reminder, if you want to check out Naraka, just follow the link in the description below.